Hello, everyone. Welcome back. You are seeing Big Lick Comics in Roanoke, Virginia. We went on a little journey, a little comic hunting journey. So we started it all out here at Big Lick Comics. And man, this is the best comic shop I've ever seen as far as presentation, looks, cleanliness, displays. Look at this. You got a whole one-up arcade section over there. You got the Funko Pops. I just noticed that that's a Sideshow Batman Who Laughs statue. You have nice little displays everywhere. As soon as I came through the door, I was greeted by the salesperson, who's actually the wife of the owner. She was incredibly nice, gave me a great deal. Stick around to the end. Families in here buying. You love seeing that. I love these different little displays, things that are laid out so it's visible. It's not all just long box stuff where it's actually you can see the covers. Pick and choose what you want. Now, nothing crazy, no crazy keys, but look at this art. Oh my God, I love this. Great display there. You got a flat screen on the wall, kind of like a cityscape above their newer issues. And then you've got this, I'm assuming this is an Alex Ross print of some sort. Love that. And here is their back issue area. We did a good bit of digging here. Stick around, see what we pulled. Yeah, I mean, super high ceilings, great lighting, clean floors. This is what I was talking about, and I've kind of talked about this in other videos, I believe, is when you go into these dingy shops, yeah, you may be able to find some great books, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't entice you to want to buy things. When I come into this type of shop, I want to buy. I want to, spend some time in here. I'm not trying to get out of the door. And, just in that whole mindset of, not being friendly at the counter and kind of being standoffish. I mean, that stuff just does not work. What you see here, they actually have some back issues of their more modern stuff, and here's their new comic book day stuff. Are you kidding me? Look at this presentation. They've got these full art boxes, full art short boxes above them, and then just everything you could want for new comic book day stuff. I ended up picking up a few of these just to kind of fill in some runs that I had stopped collecting. Felt great about it. Didn't even care it was $3.99 a book. Is what it is. They had these key issues, which they had a first Hawkeye, which you can see it there to the right of your screen. I took a closer look at that. They wanted $1,200 for that book, and on a good day, it may get a 6, but realistically, you're looking like a 4.5 to a 5.0. 1,200 was too steep for me. So you know me, I'm looking for Amazing Spider-Man, and just kind of give you guys a look into what I do. So over to your left, you can see my phone. I use the app CLZ. They don't support the channel. Maybe one day they will, but I'm going to shout them out anyway because they have a good product. CLZ is a tracker for your entire collection. It's organized very well, and it actually lets you know what issues you're missing. So when I'm over there, I'm looking, I'm like, I can easily see, okay, I need these ASM issues to fill my run. Don't know if you guys can quite see the prices, but they were pretty high. This is a New Mutants run filler dream right here. So many issues I needed from this. Now, these were all $4. There was a couple of them that might have been like $6. The big New Mutants keys were not there, obviously. First Deadpool, first Cable, even like New Mutants 1 and like the Demon Bear appearance. And what is the first appearance of Magic in this, or is that in another book? I can't remember. But still good books, still a great run that you can really put this run together for relatively cheap. Cool Namor cover there. I would recommend this. This is a run that I think could be more valuable over time. Obviously, it's kind of unfortunately in that time period where so many people were collecting. So there's so many of these that have been printed, but I think it's still a great run to collect. I actually have the Volume 1 Omnibus. Haven't started reading it yet, but I love the art of New Mutants. So this is what I was talking about, the modern back issues. I was kind of looking for maybe a some relief on the price on these, but I don't think that was the case. I just think that was their overstock. A lot of Batman titles. My gosh, how many Batman titles are out there right now? I dug through this for a little while, didn't really find anything. So I moved on and I got a couple beers and a margarita. Awesome food. Big Lick Brewing, and then this local taco spot. Then I went to Star City Comics and Games. So if you don't know, Star City is one of the largest distributors of Magic the Gathering, and they put on a lot of conventions. Magic the Gathering is a card game like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that, which I love. This is their new display, and they had all these pieces. I believe these are Diamond Select pieces. Very, very nice. Never really saw a lot of these in person, and they present very, very well for good for good prices too. Loved that Carnage down there, and that Thanos is classic too. So, and they had this Stan Lee statue. I almost bought that. That thing was just too cool. Stormbreaker axe, huge replica. And then I went to this place. This is Big Belly Comic Cave, now called Fat Thor Comics. And they have big buying diabetic test strips sign. So I was trying to sell some stuff, which you just saw. I talked to the owner there. I was trying to make some trades. This is a newer shop. And man, this is what I'm talking about. This guy was super standoffish. I start kind of paging through his books he had unbagged and boarded on the counter there. He wasn't loving that, so I stopped. Just short boxes of just stuff. I mean, it just filled to the brim. He was very negative about just collecting in general and people that buy. So I was like, oh man, you've got to have a better disposition to be in this game. And you can see that. I mean, it's very organized, very nice. I didn't touch any of these boxes just because I didn't want to be in there. So here's a closer up. These are things that apparently he just acquired. Some nice little books. You got first Scott Lang, his Ant-Man. You got some Hulk books. I think there was some ASM, some 200s ASM. Always nice. And I'm careful. I'm gentle with the books. Nice Teen Titans. Retrospect, I probably should have bought those. But he had some wall books, which I took a look at. One of which was this, First Ra's al Ghul. I've really been wanting this book. But man, this was a low-grade beater copy. And sorry about not being able to... Okay, I was going to say, I thought I showed it a little bit better. Yeah, this is a low-grade. I mean, staples are barely hanging on. But he had this. This was a nice, clean copy of this book. Catwoman, number 51, Adam Hughes cover. At this point, a classic cover. I'm not really into sexy girl covers. That's just not really my thing. But man, this is a special one. That's an awesome, awesome book. So we ended up picking that up. All right, everybody. So this is the haul. I'm going to show the books I got from the Big Lick comic book shop there in Roanoke. And then we'll show the other stuff. This is Two Moons by Image. I had gotten issues 1 through 5. I went ahead and picked up issues 6, 7, and a few more here. If you haven't read this, this is very, very good. I read issues number 1 and 2. So think Confederate times with Native American influences and horror. And if any of that classic Civil War, old war stuff, old war stories, and horror is up your alley, then this is probably for you. So I was missing issue number 8 was not there. So now I have everything 1 through 10, but issue 8, so which is kind of a bummer, but glad to have these and hopefully can pick up issue 8 at some point. All right, so the next thing I picked up was some of the issues that I was missing from this Rom v Swamp Thing run. I had picked up issues 1 through 8. That was when I was still buying new comic book day books. And like I said about the shop, that shop made you want to buy things. It made you want to spend $3.99 for a new comic book. It was just, everything was so organized, tidy. Awesome shop. So that's when they extended the run, because if you notice there in the top left, it went to number 10. So many people are enjoying this run that they wanted to extend it to 16. So there was 9, 10, and 11. They unfortunately did not have 12 and 13, so I'll need those. That is an awesome cover. Got that Green Lantern symbol with Swamp Thing. A lot of negative space on that cover, that black. I love that. And then here's 15, so I'm also missing number 16. So excited to read that, and still got a couple issues to pick up. This was just a throw-in book. This was a free comic book day book, Judge Dredd. It's got Al Ewing on it. I don't know. It was free. This is Something is Killing Children 25, cover A. That completes another one of the little story arcs. I love this series. Series gets a lot of hate, but it's very good. This is 8 Billion Genies #1, second printing. Like I said, I haven't been buying new comics, so this book has gotten pretty hot. I want to know what all the fuss is about, so I picked it up. Same kind of thing with this. This is Batman 125, Zdarsky. I was excited about that. I loved his Daredevil run, and I love Stillwater. He's a very good writer, so I wanted to give this a chance. I had actually stopped buying Batman when Tinian was on it here recently. I just couldn't do it anymore. Okay, so these are the ASM books I picked up. This is ASM 224. It's got a few color breaking spine ticks there. And like I said, 15 bucks. Prices were high. Prices were very high. I'll tell you what I spent here at the very end. This is number 308. This is a pretty clean copy of this book. This was just a random book that I was missing. As I'm saying, it's clean. It's got a hole right there in Spider-Man's head. So that probably is not worth $8. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 310. Just some more of that Todd McFarlane era Spidey. Look at all the webbing. God, that just screams Spawn chains. This is Batman 441. This is A Lonely Place of Dying, Part 3 of 5 storyline. I love this era of Batman art. This is Batman 489. This is that prelude to Nightfall, which I actually just finished up reading not too long ago. And man, everybody was telling me to read Nightfall. They were 100% right. That is a very good story. Right. And the last group of books I got, as you could probably tell from the earlier part of the video, was a lot of New Mutants books. So this is New Mutants number 15. And this is when the New Mutants covers kind of change in that 20s, late teens into the 20s. Love this. Once Upon a Time, kind of that old Disney animation style art. I love that. This is New Mutants number 30. I love the art of New Mutants, internally and the covers. Many of these, if not all of these, are newsstands as well, which I think is significant. Yes, this type of art style, this character here, I love that. Number 37, number 41. I had a bunch of these. I had my choice to pick from. Number 42. These had been largely untouched. Like I was saying, I mean, New Mutants is a reasonably priced run that, I mean, there's some major keys in this run, and it's a great run. It's just kind of an undervalued run. The movie wasn't very good, which I think hurt its value overall. And this is from like the mid to late 80s, so you know, people were collecting pretty heavy at that point, so I'm sure there's like a million of these out there. There's 67, 69, 70. Here is 72. It's a cool cover. 74. Yeah, and like I was saying, I have the Omnibus, Volume 1 of the Omnibus. It's a huge book. I haven't started reading that yet. Got Namor on the cover there. 76. Here's 77. 82. And 83, and a few more here. So price-wise at Big Lick, I paid $179 for all these books that I'm showing you. That was with a 10% discount. This is actually a pretty decent little book here. Is this the first Liefeld on? This might be the first Liefeld on New Mutants. You can tell the difference in the art style. So it had $179. This was actually the first thing I bought. This was like the first purchase. You know, when you're going shopping and you're going hunting, it's kind of like you've got to like break that barrier of spending the money, and I did it at Big Lick Comic Con. So 179 bucks. I don't know. To me, they're not worth that. These are books that I feel like I could have picked up in like another collection or something, but it is what it is. I did it. 179 bucks. So the next place we went to, like I was showing you guys, was Star City Games and Comics now, which they just got into the comics game, and they had a lot of books. Everything was individually priced, just like at the Big Lick Comic Con, and there were no deals to be had here. This is Batman Rebirth number 5. I am super close to a complete run. Whenever Tinian, like as far as into Tinian goes, I think I have like up to like 115 or something. And then I got this New Mutants number 5. This is a really clean book. So the cool thing about that shop is they have like TCG, like trading card games. They've got the Pokemon, they got Magic. I'm there for the Magic, the Gathering, and if you win, you can get store credit in their little tournament. So like, you win a game, like that's $5, $5. So I ended up winning a couple games and got some money off of this, and I think I paid like $14 or something with tax for these. So I was happy with that. All right, last but certainly not least, this is Catwoman number 51. This is the book we got from that shop, Fat Thor Comics. This is an Adam Hughes cover. It's not a first appearance. It's not, you know, some major event. It's just an incredible cover. This is extremely high grade. Like this is a 9.8 caliber book. And as soon as I saw it, I knew that it was super high grade. He wanted $200. I paid $165 cash for it, which there's some debate over whether or not this book is overpriced, but if the market demands it and people want it, you know, it is what it is. Guys, what do you guys think? Paid a good bit of money there for that pile. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.